ready to be sent to the port. We ensure that all quality specifications are being handled. For this product here, we have 99% purity, we have an admixture of less than 2%, we have the moisture content of less than 6%, and also black seeds less than 2%. This commodity is ready for export.
Our dedicated customer service team is available 24/7 to guide you through every step of your export journey.
For Nex-Gen, we know they carry our customers play. We dey pamper them the way mama dey take pamper in pikin. Your satisfaction na be our priority.
You've had it all. What are you waiting for? Join the Nigerian Exporters Hub today. Connect with us. Nigerian Exporters Hub, your gateway to international trade. My name is Precious Apabio. Are you looking for a community of export trade professionals who will help guide you on your journey to international trade? Then the Nigerian Exporters Hub is for you. The Nigerian Exporters Hub is a business-to-business platform where importers and exporters can come in. It is also a forum for different individuals to meet for the purpose of international trade. So, whether you are in Abuja, Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Kano, anywhere, we help bridge that gap. Our vision is to be a leading international trade platform and influencer connecting millions to the international market. Our objective is to have and maximize over 10 million subscribers on the Nigerian Exporters Hub platform within 3 years and 25 million subscribers within 10 years. In pursuance to our vision, mission, and objective. On the Nigerian Exporters Hub, you get to know what to export, how to export, where to export, and whom to export to. How can you enjoy these benefits? Kindly sign up and subscribe to any of our packages on www.nigerianexportershub.com.
CNN. Stop dreaming.
Mic check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 2 of the Nex-Gen Export Summit 2025. If you're excited to be here this morning, please a round of applause for your beautiful selves. And welcome again to our online viewers. You are not late, so please call on a friend to call a friend. Make sure you invite one person to be here this morning. But before we kick off today's event, may we rise to sing the national anthem, please.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace all battle honored, and this we count as gain. To hand unto our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, grant this our one request. Help us to build our nation where Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you very much. Please have your seats. A round of applause for yourselves again. So I love the energy in the room, and today promises to be totally amazing. If you know you missed out on yesterday, you can still go back to our YouTube channel, because what we have in store for you today is going to be So before we begin, I would love to give a special shout out to the team who has made this happen, the Next Hub team. Please, a round of applause for them, please. I would also love to recognize a few persons who have made this possible. So please, as you hear me mention their names, please, I need you to also be very interactive in the chat box. Clap your hands, because without them, this would not have been. Please, a round of applause as we also would love to recognize the chairman, the Nigerian Exporters Hub, Dr. Victor Ayemire, PhD. As well as recognize the Managing Director of the Nigerian Exporters Hub, Mr. Babatunde Faleke. As well as the GED Strategy and Operations, Dr. Alhaji Adamu Adamu. I would also love to, if you know you were here yesterday, you would know we had amazing speakers. If you agree with me, please, a round of applause for our speakers yesterday. A special shout out and recognition also goes to a woman of immense value. And I'm talking about none other person but the Executive Director, Business Development, Nex-Gen Bank, Honorable Stella Okotete. A round of applause for her, please. While we were also carrying out promotions, you know there was a video that drew you to also want to be a part of this summit today. I would love to recognize the Honorable Minister of the Federal Ministry of Youth Development, Honorable Olawande Ayodele. Please, a round of applause for him. And to our amazing speakers of yesterday, Mrs. Kafilata Bimbola Ayeni Olodiede. Please, a round of applause for her. As well as a host of others, groups that are here. And I mean, we have amazing speakers for today. And time will also permit me to mention their names. We have Dr. Bamidele Ayemibo. He would be here today. As well as Mrs. Stephanie Okpanachi. Please, a round of applause for her. Please, I would also love you to clap for yourselves, because you have made this happen. Please, a round of applause for your beautiful selves. So we are going to go into the main act for today, but I've just been talking. So let's get to listen to a welcome address by the Managing Director of the Nigerian Exporters Hub to come and open the stage for us this morning. A round of applause for Mr. Babatunde Faleke.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know what I did yesterday? I'm going to repeat that same thing today. Can you give yourself a loud shout? Great Nigerian youth! Have you not eaten? I will withdraw my lunch, because that thing looks dull. And today is special. I can see so many things they are prepared. Great Nigerian youth! Great Nigerian youth! Can you give yourself the best bossa in life? That is for yourself, but in Nigerian youth are together. Oh yeah, give them the better and the best bossa. Oh yeah. I just hope the online guys are giving themselves good bossa too. Thank you so much for coming around. Like I recapped yesterday, so many things are embedded in the country. And I repeat, the Nigerian youths, statistically, you are 160 million out of 230 as at August last year. So if you are 160, that means the people across is just 70. That's what it means, 70 million. So why can't you not rule the economy? You have the energy, you have the talent, but the missing gap is information. I'm excited because yesterday I didn't sleep on the 12. People were calling me, even making an arrangement, how we can make things better. It's in you. You have it everywhere in your domain. But the point is that the direction we are going is just what is not correct. And the fear of unknown, that what I cannot do, you can do it. All you need is to follow instruction. Today, we can write. But when we started growing, nobody could write. Nobody was born with writing knowledge or to even know what to do. You went through school. And today, you can do so many things through knowledge and understanding. Anybody that, in those days, if you go to primary school, honestly, you are good and good. I remember I was taught how to write cursive. My son is just 6. If he pens, the way he pens now, but he didn't bring it from heaven. Somebody taught him. The same thing with the journey we are starting now. People who know road. Somebody spoke something yesterday. They follow who know road. Next up, Zinab knows the road. Don't make mistake. This is where you belong if you want to play in the export space, non-all export space. You've got to join us. You've got to do it. And to do that, that's why we brought this. This is just appetizer. Today's program is just, this program today is just appetizer. It's just like those who know how to take 5-course meal. If you go for, dinner or lunch, the first thing is pepper soup. What we are serving is pepper soup. Something deeper is there. We have training program that will come on board. This does not turn you to an exporter, but we are just giving you opportunity of what you can do to earn dollar. And our mantra is, next up, dollar in every home. Now, Alaji told me yesterday, doctor said, dollar in my pocket. That's a good one. So if you can generate dollar by yourself, you don't need to buy. The best way to demystify dollar challenge is not you buying, generating. You will see it will crash. So we have this program. We are ready for you. And today, he has said it. If you are looking for talent ons, you get it today. If you have any talent you want to magnify beyond the shore of this country, is here today. And to start your business in terms of export, somebody going to tell you the step-by-step process. And to further encourage you, to let you know that you are sitting on gold mine within yourself, someone is going to speak to you about it. On that note, I want to welcome everybody to this second day, which is the final day. And again, we'll take it further from then. You are all welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. Please, a round of applause for him again. That is our Gen Z MD. I want you to say Gen Z MD. You are not giving me the energy. Our online viewers, Gen Z MD. And just like he said, this is just a teaser. We are just giving you a tip of the iceberg of what Next Hub is about. So if you want to know more, join the Nigerian Exporters Hub. And I would also love to tell our online viewers, can you just type something in the comment section, something that stood out for you yesterday? For me, I want to say one word that stood out for me is the only way to predict your future is by creating it. So we can say everything. At the end of the day, it ends with you. However you want to do it, it ends with you. But before we move on, we have people that are just joining us on for the first time. Please, a round of applause for them, please. So we would love them to know what exactly is the Nigerian Exporters Hub about. So we would call the head of operations of the Nigerian Exporters Hub, Mrs. Jennifer Maxat, to come on board and tell us briefly what this hub is about once again. A round of applause for her, please.
Thank you very much, Precious. Good morning, live audience. Good morning, people online. How are we today? I'm sure that we are still carrying the spirit that we carried yesterday. Next hub. You see? I just said I was not going to say what you should say so we can remember, so to see whether we remember what we said yesterday. When I say next hub, what's supposed to be the response? Does it mean that dollar has not started entering our pockets from yesterday? Online participants, are we starting to see the dollars already? Because if you are catching the vision of this conference, I am certain that by now you are already calculating how many dollars will be dropping in your pocket by the end of each day or by the end of each month. Am I lying? A bright mind, a person who has followed through with this conference. I am glad to share with you this morning that somebody that joined the conference yesterday is already thinking, how do I start producing my Tom Brown to package it to the UK? I had a conversation with the person this morning, and we did some little mathematics, and I see that at the end of every month, the person will be making roughly about $325. Is that not good? Is that not good? Is that not why we are here? So next hub. Next hub. Thank you very much. Good morning once again, everyone. My name is Jennifer Maxat Dalagam. I am the head of operations for Next Hub, and I have come today to tell us about the Nigerian Exporters Hub platform for the benefit of those that are just joining us today. So the Next Hub platform is a digital platform that connects people for the purpose of international trade. What do we do on the Next Hub platform? When you onboard on the platform, we take you through series of trainings that expose you to all the rudiments of export, from A to Z of exports. From commodity selection, identification of what you want to export, from how to process it for the export, from how to package it, from how to do your documentations, from how to take it abroad, which country, identify the countries that those kind of commodities goes to. So we bracketed them, and then we say we teach you what to export, we teach you how to export, we teach you where to export, and then we give you verified buyers for people who are into exportation. You already know that one of the biggest challenges of exports is getting who to buy your products. Whether you're doing it in large quantity, whether you're doing it in small quantity, like the carton, you're lifting a carton, who takes the carton? Do you already have a customer in the US? Do you already have a customer in UK? You know, so what we do is we give you all of those solutions. Aside the financial parts, which I was glad that one of our speakers yesterday from Nex-Gen Bank exposed us to how we can source for export finance. So that is what the Nigerian Exporters Platform is all about. So if you're a student, you want to further get more knowledge on exports, or you're an entrepreneur and you're tuned to this conference and you want to better your skill, we can train you on processing, on packaging, on documentation, what have you, whatever it is. As far as it is non-oil export, it is our business in the Nigerian Exporters Hub to do. We have sensitized over 1 million Nigerian youths. We have moved from state to state going to orientation camps. And we have set up an office in Lagos. For those of you who are around the West, we have an office in Lagos. It's on number 3 Aromire Street. You can go there anytime in Ikeja to find the Nigerian Exporters Hub's office there. You can connect with us. Our social media platform, I'm sure that much later, the coordinator, the moderator is going to share with us contacts, details, and information that we can reach through the platform. Okay, so let's keep the light burning. Let's maintain the high spirit online and physically. And then today promises to be very exciting. There are 3 power-packed speakers who will be speaking to us today, and we have a whole lot to learn. So are we all just all for the online persons? If you're finding it difficult to listen or hear us from the Teams, Google Meet, you can go to YouTube. Just go to Nigerian Exporters Hub on YouTube and connect live. Thank you very much for having me, and enjoy the rest of the conference.
Please, a round of applause for her again, please. You know when they say when you are good, you are good. Have you heard it before? When you are good. When you are good. People that have tasted the Nigerian Exporters Hub know that when you are good, you are good. And she has said it all. So please come on. But to every youth out there, maximize this opportunity. It is not enough for you to just listen alone. Take it, take charge, use it, and everything will be better at the end of the day. Please, a round of applause for her again. So we are going to move on very quickly. We have somebody coming on board that would be telling us it begins with you. It begins with who? Me. It begins, oh yes, you can say it begins with me. It begins with who? Me. Please, if you know you're online, I want you to type in the comment section, it begins with me. It begins with you. Please type it in the comment section because every single thing starts with you and it ends with you. Like I said earlier, the only...
And 5 minutes? And 5 minutes? Then I will start at the 6 minute. What do you think? Then I will start at the 6 minute. What do you think? I want to wait for 5 minutes. That you want to wait. I am waiting. Is already a problem. Tell your neighbor, I refuse to wait. I refuse to wait. Time to take action starts now. Great. Great. Thank you. Can we clap for yourselves? How about for a guy? A man. What destroys a man? Very fast. These days. Overthinking. All right, thank you. Now, for a lady, what destroys a lady fast is friends. Friends. That is the highest. Now, for a man, what destroys a man fast these days? Talking about the youth now. For a man is what? Drugs. Any youth as a guy that involves in drugs is hard. As a lady, when you follow wayward friends, it's hard to make that U-turn. Then later we'll be discussing some other issue that affect the youths these days. And there is high addiction rate on that space. So we must do a lot more to stay away from these excuses. Next slide, please. What can we see by my left? Time. What's around our time? Social media. A lot of us are addicted. We use our social media to destroy us financially, time-wise. We are like slaves to social media. We can use this social media to our advantage. There are a lot of benefits. We have to explore that. We have to explore that. Some of us, like I said earlier, enjoy complaints. It's either my parents, the government, or some are even frank, very frank and polite. I have bad luck. Haven't you had somebody telling you that I just have bad luck? That's how terrible it is. Let's stay away from those excuses. Next slide, please. Sometimes last week, I got a visitor that came to see me. And I was so impressed. This visitor, he has been one of our suppliers, maybe for the past 2-3 years. Very young man. His integrity is top-notch. When you meet him, you just like him. A young guy. But recently, for the past 7-8 months, I've not seen him. He has not been coming around. He has not been supplying. Till this week, Wednesday, he showed up. After the little, where have you been? That he came for a request. He just wants 2 things from us. And he's pleading if we can do it for him. What are those things? He said he just wants us to give him a reference letter and a video talking nice about him and nice about his business. I said, why? That an NGO has identified him and they are willing to give him a grant, not a loan, free money, dash money, grant. So I was like, so what are you doing now? He said, yes, that he's focusing on cassava. For the past 2.5 years, he has been experimenting, and it has really been promising. And all he usually do, he has some hectares of land, and he has mobilized all the farmers around his farm to also cultivate cassava. So they are really cultivating a lot of cassava. After harvest, they just wash it. They have some machine that produces about 9-10 tons per day, and the machine will just peel it, and they will sun dry it, and they sell. Shockingly, they is making about 250% profit from that. He's also trying to import a bigger machine to do like 30 tons per day. And also, he wants to come back and meet us in Nex-Up so that we can give him international buyers. Now he sells to local companies, and he's making 250%. Now, when this guy succeeds in exporting, I'm wondering, how much will he get? 400, 500%? You understand? So, we have to start from somewhere. The beauty about the youths of today, they are very, very smart. They want it easy, and they want it quick. They don't have patience. It's a strength. It's a good one. But success is not usually what you pursue. It's not what you run after. It's what you can sit down and attract it. You can sit down and attract it. But beautify yourself. You're welcome. You can sit back and attract it by doing the hard work. By turning to be a beautiful person. Not by wearing makeup. Not by putting makeup. But getting all the skills that you need in your field. Next slide, please. Now, as a youth, one of the excuses we usually hear is that I don't even know what to do. I don't even know even where to go and start. But if you want to catch a shark, where do you go? You go to sea, ocean. You can't look for a shark in one river behind your house. You get it? Now, these are the biggest sector in terms of non-oil businesses. We have here agriculture, solid mineral, manufacturing, services, entertainment. Now, if you take agriculture alone, the market size is in excess of 10 billion United States dollars. Is it big, small money? Punch that 10 billion with your calculator. Do you know what you see? Arrow. Arrow. To tell you how big is that money. Solid mirror, 5 billion. As a youth, if you want to go big, you have to look towards those sectors. Because you are after the big fish. Services, the biggest there, 20 billion, double of agric. Entertainment, another big industry, very big industry, 10 billion. You understand? If you don't know where to go towards those industries. Now, for export, because that's our business, there's what we call the export value chain. There are specific businesses there. For instance, I would say, all right, I have some certain advantages by way of we have family land, or I can rent, or depends on your advantage. Or my passion is farming, production. You focus on your production, be it in mining, be it in agriculture. That's a big line of business. Also, further to that, there is packaging and processing. All these are units that you can operate. You understand? There is also logistics. There is need to move what you have in the farm or what you have harvested in the farm to the warehouses, to the ports, to the markets. There is movement. Based on your advantage, I want to get trucks, or I want to be like a commission person. You understand? There are a lot of things you can do there. Then we have commissions via brokerages in export. There are people that do a lot of things and they earn commissions. ICT, a digital platform. This one is a big one. As we have seen earlier, that services is one of the biggest markets in Nigeria, which has a market size of 20 billion. And incidentally, services contribute 50% to the GDP of Nigeria. 50%. So, you can do a lot on the ICT and digital platform. You can do a lot on the consultancy and training. Quality control. Now, people are conscious about what they eat. And what they eat starts from the quality control, right from the farm to your warehouses, to your production warehouses. So there are opportunities there. So, next slide, please. This road sign will guide you as a youth. Sometimes you see a youth in his 20s, in his 30s, he doesn't have like a dashboard. Now, this will guide you. In my 20s, what do I supposed to be doing? Where should I be at? Which direction should I be going? If, for instance, you are in your 20s, you must be a very good student. You must be a very good student. How can you achieve that? Look for a small company. After you have done your school, if that school is important. But you must take knowledge. That's what it means. You must be a good student. Identify a small company, preferably a small company, where you can see the activities of the company. You can be able to feel the accounting side. You can be able to feel the HR. You can be able to feel the marketing. You understand? This opportunity you can get in a very, very big company because you'll be limited to one unit. But in a small company, you can be able to see all that. Now, that is the learning phase. Now, in your 30s, after acquiring that knowledge, you must start to build something. You must try something in your 30s. Very important. If you are in your 30s today and you are not trying something, you are not doing something, it's already a problem. Now, in your 40s, what do you do? What we have been trying, try to master it. Try to master it. You understand? And in your 50s, what do? You must support the youths, as we are doing. You understand? You must support the youths. In your 60s, what are you supposed to do? Just make a list of vacation destinations. My preferred vacation destination is Bahamas. I want to get to the Bahamas. I want to visit all the beach in Bahamas. I want to enjoy the sun. It is time to travel in your 60s. So this is a dashboard that you must always be wedging yourself with. Next slide, please. Have we noticed the time there? 11:99. It's about to clock 12 o'clock. Is it possible 11:99? Now, this is telling you that it is now or never. Now or never. You understand? Time for you to take actions. No more excuses. No more excuses. You get it? There's this profound story of a woman within the first generation of people that lived on the earth. They usually live between the ages of 600 to 900 years. 600 to 900 years. These were the life expectancy rates those days or those generations. Now, it was prophesied to them that the later generations will only live between 60 years and 90 years. Just between 60 and 90. You understand? If you stay or live above 90, you will be like a vegetable. But them, they were privileged to live 600 to 900 years. Now, what did the woman say? That if she happened to be in that generation, because the time is too short to her thinking, she will only find a tree and live under that tree. She's not going to think about building a house or anything. That's a big excuse. If you have 1 hour to live on this earth, make a mark. Who knows about Methuselah? Methuselah. Thank you. What has he done? His storyline was, there was a man named Methuselah, and he lived for 900 years. He lived 900 years, and his story was one sentence. So it's not about how long you lived. It's about the quality of life, the impact you create. Next slide, please. Can we say it begins with you? It begins with you? Good. Whatever it is, I'm here, I'll be given 10 minutes to motivate you. But I cannot succeed. If you are asked to motivate a fool, and you just go head on to motivate that fool, what will happen? He will be a motivated fool. What disaster do you think he will cause? Can you imagine that? So it's more about the motivation. That motivation must start within. You must create a change. You must have a mind shift as a youth. Forget about the excuses. Forget about the excuses. Take ownership. Because everything starts with what? You. Thank you, and thank you for listening.
Please, a round of applause for him again. It begins with, this was not just a motivational talk, this was a call to action. Because I have sat back, and I was talking to a friend yesterday. I don't know about you people, but after the whole event play out yesterday, I went back and I was talking to a friend, and I was saying, I'm looking towards tapping from the 20 billion or more in the entertainment industry. And the friend asked me how. And you know when he said you should look towards retiring at 60, I'm looking towards retiring at 45, 50, because you know Gen Zs, I don't know about you, but Gen Zs like us, we want to make money ASAP and retire early. And I was like, I want to go and fast and pray and tell God, I want to look into the comedian industry. Maybe God will give me some lines that by the time I release them, you people will not be sitting here. You would laugh and roll off your chairs. Please, a round of applause for me again. So please, this should be something you should look towards. It begins with you, and it also ends with you. So that when you're done, after all is said and done, you would not just have a line to yourself. You have things that you have achieved, and the quality of your life will show forth for it. Please, a round of applause for our online viewers as well. So we are going to be moving on very quickly. The next person we have coming up is somebody we call the Export King. Can I hear you say the Export King? The Export King. He is an internationally recognized business consultant. You know, we don't just want you to come to the Nex-Gen conference, you would listen and then you would go. We want to tell you how this thing is done and show you ways that you can break out and break loose. And we have coming on board the lead consultant at 3T Impex, Dr. Bamidele Ayemibo. Please, a round of applause for him. So he will come on board today to talk about export readiness, a step-by-step guide to becoming a successful exporter. A step-by-step guide to becoming a successful exporter. So you have heard everything. How can I do it? I don't just, okay, you people have said, let us export. How can we begin? What am I supposed to do? What business should I look into? What certifications am I supposed to have? He's going to come on board today and break it down. Because the end game at the end is, next hub! Next hub! Please Please, can we make welcome Dr. Bamidele Ayemibor, please? A round of applause for him.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Please come. Okay, okay. Just want to be sure you can hear me. Can you also see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Hello, you can see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, because I'm checking, I'm looking at the screen on the, what's the name? On the wall, and I can't see the slide there. Just wanted to be sure we're on the same page. All right, thank you. Good morning, everybody, and thank you very much for inviting me. It's a great work that Mr. Faleke and the chairman is doing in Next-Up. You know, it's important to know that currently in Nigeria, if we don't grow the number of exporters, we can't grow our export volume. If we don't grow the number of exporters, we can't grow our export volume. And that's a big challenge for Nigeria right now, because the major exporters have they have reached their peak. So because they have reached their peak, we need new people to come in. So Nigeria export last year was about 5.2 billion. The people that did that export, most of them have reached their peak. So next year, if they do 1 billion this year, maybe next year they will do 1.1, 1.2. If we don't get new people in to increase the number of exporters, because in Nigeria today, number of exporters is just about 1,200, according to Nigerian Promotion Council. Even though over 15,000 people have registered on the platform, but active exporter every year is no more than 1,200 people. And we have over 30,000, probably 40,000 importers, active importers. So we need a lot of people coming in, and quite frankly, we need a lot of young people coming into the sector. But the reason why this kind of conversation is important is it helps you to be able to know. So how do I go about it? What do I need to do? I have just about 20 minutes, and I have a lot to say, so I'll be a bit fast, so pardon me. So I have a preamble. I'll try to paint a picture for you about the sector. Then I'll talk about the pointers to readiness, and then how do you prepare for it, and the participation. Let's go through the export process. It starts with preparation. What you are doing here and what Nesta will be doing for you afterward is all about. What is export readiness? It's a multifaceted concept that involves the ability of a company to successfully enter the export market, sustainably compete in the market, and significantly grow its market share to become established in the market. Number one, successfully enter. Number two, sustainably compete. And number three, significantly grow. These three components are important. And remember, it's multifaceted. And I will tell you about the multifaceted nature of it very soon. It's multifaceted concept. That means I need to be ready in different areas to successfully enter. Some people enter, do a first shipment, they're not able to do afterwards. Sustainably compete. That means I enter and then I'm able to compete. That means I'm able to sell at the price that is profitable and take a share of the market. Take a share of the market. Let me paint you the picture of the sector. We did a survey some years ago, I think about 2 years ago, of over 200 exporters. And we realized that 48% of them have just 0 to 5 years. What does that tell you? New people are coming in. A lot of new people just came in. More new people because of dollar. And I like your slogan. I like your slogan. Dollar in every home. I like that slogan. Dollar in every home. If there is dollar in every home, the value of Naira will go up. The value of Naira will go up. The cost of living will come down. The inflation will come down because we have enough dollar and then we don't have to spend a lot of money to get $1 again. So I like the slogan. A lot of new people are coming in 48%, 0 to 5 years. 20%, 6 to 10 years. So that means about 68% of Nigerian exporters are less than 10 years. So new people are coming in. So you can come in also. And then 14% is 11 to 5 years and 18% above 16 years. What are the major challenges for which they want banks to support them? Market access, which is one of the things Next-Hub is doing. Market access, export finance, documentation issues, speed of service delivery, relationship management. These are different challenges that the exporter face. What are the pointers to lack of export readiness? Delays. Delay is a pointer to lack of export readiness. Dropping out is a pointer to lack of export readiness. Debt, losses is a pointer to lack of export readiness. Debt of knowledge, ignorance is a sign of lack of export readiness. Defect, defectiveness in the good is a sign of lack of export readiness. Discrepancy is a sign of lack of export readiness. Demurrage is a sign of lack of export readiness. These are different evidence of lack of export readiness. These are pointers to lack of export readiness. So in order to avoid all this, that is why it's important for you to be export ready. So how do you prepare to become ready? Remember I said export readiness is a multifaceted concept that involves the ability of a company to successfully enter the export market, sustainably compete in the market, and significantly grow its market share until it becomes established in the market. So the promoter must be evaluated for readiness. The product should be evaluated for readiness. The pricing should be evaluated for readiness. The predisposition of your staff, of your supplier, of your team evaluated. The purpose must be evaluated. In terms of capacity, promotional capacity to be evaluated, proficiency, skill in management to be evaluated, production capacity to be evaluated, payment, getting paid and getting funding to be evaluated, positioning, the positioning of the business locally, the heritage, the credibility of the company. Then the country where the good is going, understanding of the people need to be evaluated, understanding the paperwork documentation evaluated, and potential in the export market. Then partnership, having a partner abroad, and then getting the purchaser. Now, evaluating yourself is important. And if you do the evaluation very well, if you score 90 to 100%, you are export ready. If you score 70 to 89%, you are almost ready. Almost ready. If you score 50, 69 and below, midway to ready, just start preparing to start. It's wise not to start exporting until you are almost ready, or preferably when you are export ready. Almost ready, you means you still have a few areas you need to deal with. And it's important you understand those areas and deal with it. Why is this important? The reason why we have mortality rate being high in export is because people don't learn about it. How do you even do a business you don't know about? You will make mistakes. You must know about it. You must know about it. You must understand it and understand it well enough to be able to prevent yourself from making unnecessary mistakes. The essence of capacity building is to let you see the opportunity, but also see the potential challenges and how to overcome those challenges. For example, payment risk. How do I mitigate payment risk? For example, performance risk or quality issues. How do I prevent quality issues? For example, documentation that can cause delay. How do I ensure I don't have errors in my documentation and discrepancy in my documentation that can cause delay? The essence of capacity building is to reduce your error rate. Someone put it this way: everybody perform to install capacity. Everybody perform to install capacity. The more you know, the better you live. The more you know about export, the better you get in export. The better you do the business. The less you know about it, the less you are able to do. So it's important to give knowledge the priority it deserves. You don't have the experience, but knowledge, learning can bridge the experience gap. In anything you do in life, you must always learn. Either you learn compulsorily through experiment and losses, or you learn voluntarily through education. You can either learn through experience or through education. If you learn through education, it's voluntary and it's easy and it's cheaper. If you learn through experience, it's compulsory learning and it is more expensive. Sometimes you can't even quantify what the loss is likely going to be. Before I close, let me talk about how do you begin to participate. The first thing is to know. Decide on the product you want to export. Please, in deciding on the product, ensure the product is not on the prohibition list of Nigerian export. If you're exporting from Nigeria, Nigerian government say you cannot export scrap metal, you cannot export maize, unprocessed maize, it has to be pap, processed. You cannot export unprocessed rubber, you cannot export unprocessed wood, you cannot export unprocessed leather, you cannot export artifacts and antiquities, you cannot export imported goods, you cannot export animal classified as endangered species. Ensure your product is not on the prohibition list. Number two, ensure the product have a potential market. There's potential market. And there are a lot of tools online to do this. That's why you need to be in the class that Nex-Gen is organizing. There are a lot of tools online for you to be able to determine that. Potential market. You need to know the purchaser. Who are those that buy in that market? You need to know the producer. If you are not the one producing, who is going to produce for you? Where is the source? So this morning, a client of mine sent me a message. He got an order for cassava starch. And he needed to get, how do I get the people? And I was able to source for him the people that produce cassava starch in Nigeria that he can work with. You must know the producers. If you are not producing, if you are producing, fine. Let me tell you, even if you are producing, please note, get to know other people producing because you can't meet the demand. You cannot meet the demand. You cannot meet the demand. If you do it very well, you are going to need your competitors to produce for you in future in your brand. You cannot meet the demand. Do you know the global trade volume right now? $33 trillion. That's about 1/3 of global GDP. $33 trillion. About 7 trillion is trading services. About 26 trillion is trading goods. $26 trillion. $26 trillion. Do you know the global GDP, the GDP of Africa? GDP of Africa is about 1.5 billion, 1.5 trillion, 1.5 trillion. Total African contribution to that trade, to that export, is less than 600 billion. African contribution to global trade is very low, very small. Less than 2% or just about 2%. So you need to come in. You make money for yourself, but also you help Nigeria to have dollar in every home. And that helps us to reduce inflation, drive down the imported inflation, and of course, make our country a better place because we have a lot of foreign reserve because of your activity, for which you make money, but you're also helping the country by the efforts you are bringing into the country. You must know the producers. You also need purchasing power. How much are you looking at investing? 100K, 200K, 500K, 1 million? How much do you have? There are different products you can ship on a small scale by air and on a large scale by sea. On a small scale by air and a large scale by sea. Purchasing power. You also need to be able to do costing and arrive at profitability. You need to be able to do costing and arrive at profitability. You need also procurement personnel, because you might not be able to go to everywhere. You might need team to work with you that will be in different places. And lastly, that product, you need to understand the paperwork required. To ship it from Nigeria, you need to know the paperwork required. To ship it from Nigeria and to accept it in the export market. To ship it from Nigeria and to accept it in the export market. How to choose product. The second thing is, what do you need to know about the product? You must know the purpose of the product. What do they use it for? You must know the parameter, the quality specification. Please note, the difference between local market and export market is quality specification. For example, if you want to export yam, you can't just go to Zakibiam and go and buy yam for export. No, you need to know what is the diameter of the yam required for export, what is the color before and after cooking. You know, some yam, when you before you cook it is white, after cooking it is brown. What is the diameter, the length? It should be without injury. It must not be with branches, no injury, no sand. Can you see that even yam have specification? It's called parameters. You must know the potential of the product in the export market. What is the demand like? You must know the purchasers. Who are those buying? What are they buying it for? You must know how to package the product. If you are doing, let's say you are doing plantain chips and you want to export. By the way, I know a company that imports 4 containers of plantain chips into UK every month. Plantain chips, plantain chips. But if you are going to do plantain chips or any fried product, the way you package is important. You must ensure it doesn't have a lot of window. It should not be very transparent. Why? If it's highly transparent, because of the light ray entry, it will increase oxidation of the oil on the product. And guess what? It will become rancid and deteriorate. So packaging is critical. You need to know the paperwork for that product. If you're exporting from Nigeria, for example, if it's food product, you need NAFDAC. If it's commodity, you need quarantine. You need federal produce certificate. If it's solid mineral, you need export permit and mineral trading license. What are the documentation required? Then the pricing. What are the costs and pricing? And then you need to know the pitfall. What can go wrong? How do I ensure this product is preserved to destination? And lastly, how do you choose the market? You must know the prohibition in that market. You must know what they prohibit in that market for import. You must know the potential demand in that market. You must know the purchaser in that market. You should have personnel, a rep, just the way Next-Up help in Asia, like China, for example. You need someone like that in the export market. You need paperwork. What are the paperwork required? You need to understand the paperwork of that export market, what the paperwork required. How do they buy? My experience shipping to US and UK, US buy at a better price than UK. Maybe because UK is just 6 hours away. You can take breakfast in Nigeria, take lunch in London, and take dinner in Nigeria. It's so close. But US is 12 hours away. That's if you are not breaking it on the way and going, doing a transit. So US will buy more, particularly for finished goods than UK. Pricing, what's the pricing in the market? What is the labeling and packaging in the market? And more importantly, political economy. What is the political situation in that market? And what is the economy situation in that market? Will they be able to pay back? Before I close, to participate in the export market, capacity building and mentoring is important. So the capacity building program being talked about by Next-Up is critical. You need to learn about it. You need to learn about it. You need to, please don't joke with this. People have lost money. You know, sometimes someone is investing 1 million, 2 million, 3 million in a business. He can't spend a few thousands of naira to learn about it. Remember, you learn either by experience or by education. Confirm the product that you want to export on the market. Conduct a site for overseas rep in that market. Carry out export readiness assessment. Cover all the area of issues, and then you launch out. Before I close, I have some manual that might be of interest to you. There's a manual on how to raise money for export, A to Z of export business financing. There's a manual on how to find buyer, Eureka, find international buyer. There's a manual on how to get ready for export called Build to Go Global. And there's a manual on export business operation. It's called Export Business Made Easy. We do a free webinar every Thursday by 5 p.m. You can also join us every Thursday by 5 p.m. This coming week, we'll be looking at how to export moringa seed. As I close, I would like to stress the need for export readiness and reasonable investment in education to cover area of gaps. Review of our assessment in order to have free export documentation process, handle-free export clearance process, and ECO-free export payment process. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. That was a wonderful one there. When you hear them call him the export king, there is a reason why he's called the export king. Please, a round of applause again for him. And he said a whole lot of things. He broke it down just like the topic we gave him, a step-by-step guide to becoming a successful exporter. But don't be scared, because that's why we are here. That's why the Nigerian Exporters Hub is here for you. All the documentations, all the requirements, so that you don't get to lose your 1 million, your 2 million, your 3 million. Come on board on the Nigerian Exporters Hub. One of our aims is we demystify exports. We break things down. We handhold you through the process and the journey of how to export, what to export, where to export, and we also guarantee you market access. Please, a round of applause for the Nigerian Exporters Hub. While we still have the doctor on board, I don't know if anybody has questions. Our online viewers, do you have questions? Please do well to also drop your questions in the chat box so we could just take them while we still have him on board. But while we await their questions, I also have a giveaway prize. I have a giveaway question, then I will do the giveaway prize. I don't know how many people are ready. If you know you're ready for this giveaway, please, a round of applause for yourselves. I can feel the energy today. I can feel the energy. Greatest youth! Greatest youth! It seems like I have more energy than all of you. Or everybody combined, even all the online viewers, they are not even saying youths as well. Greatest youth! Okay, thank you very much. So we have somebody ask, how do we join the webinar? Please do well to, on the group chat that you were added to,
I will drop the link on the, I'll drop a link on the chat here.
Okay.
Then you can send it to them.
Okay, no problem. So a link will be dropped on the chat. And just like as I was saying, we would also drop it on the WhatsApp group you belong to. The webinar and other necessary details that you need will be dropped in the chat box. So the question that we have for today is, for people seated here, what does Next Hub mean? If you know what Next Hub means, please just raise your hand. So we've been here since yesterday till today. Nobody knows what Next Hub is. What does Next Hub mean? Oh, please come out, please.
I will not give it.
Please, can we mute their mics?
Next Hub means Nigeria Exporters Hub.
Please, a round of applause for him. A round of applause for him. So Next Hub means the Nigerian Exporters Hub. And our goal is to make dollar in every home. We demystify exports. So before we have our next speaker come on board, we will just... Do we have any questions here while we still wait? Do we have questions? Any questions? Okay, so I see that we understood what was said. Please, a round of applause for yourselves, please. So while we wait to join on the next webinar and the next session, we would be watching a short video on the trade house, the commissioning of the trade house that we have in China. A very short video. And we would also be watching testimonials of youths. So before then, let's just watch testimonials of youths who have joined the Nigerian Exporters Hub. What do they have to say? How has the experience been for them? What do youths just like you and just like me? At the end of the session too, we would also love to get your testimonials after this whole session. What have you gotten from yesterday, today? If you also know you have a speaker that stood out for you, please just drop the name of your speaker, the speaker that stood out for you in the comment section. One speaker that you know, oh, when you listen to this speaker, it motivated you to want to do more for yourself. Do we have anybody here that has a speaker that stood out for them? Anybody? Yesterday, today, any speaker that you know stood out for you?
Speak on what I picked from each of the speakers. Okay. Right. So, from yesterday, starting from our own dear chairman, Dr. Victor Ayemire, he started with that song and that belief that what must be, must be. And he said no. And I really learned a lot from there, because every time we say, okay, whether I do this or not, God has destined this to happen to me. But he disagreed strongly, and I followed with a keen interest the way he tried to disagree with that emotion or that belief. And he gave an instance of somebody that went to clear a land, and after clearing, instead of you to plant when the rain starts, you were still procrastinating, or right? You went to even sit down, start enjoying yourself, believing that what must be, must be. No, what must be will not be. The lesson I learned from there is that you have to take it yourself. You have to be proactive and not waiting for it to happen. That is from Dr. Victor Ayemire, PhD. Okay, then taking from Honorable Okotete, right? Yes. Stella Okotete. He said something and it struck my mind. When we export, especially agro-commodities in the raw form, we are not only exporting just to get the dollars or the revenue. If we fail to add value to it, we are exporting some part of the employment opportunity that we're supposed to gain by adding value. What do I mean by this? Or what does she mean by this? For instance, cashew nut. Why can't we purchase cashew and send it out in a processed form? When we export raw cashew nut outside the country, some persons are going to be employed as security guard, as drivers, as factory workers, as operators. Those jobs, why can't those jobs be done here and we keep the revenue here? I really enjoyed that. And then finally, from that of Kafilat, he said something. And he said, Kafilat Abimbola Ayeni, he talked about the idea of you saying, yes, I have the idea, how do I go about it? And he was able to tell us the various institutions that are ready to support your initiative, your idea, your concept. And he mentioned Bank of Industry, Nex-Gen banks, and a lot of those institutions that are ready to support your idea. So why can't you take it by the bull? Thank you.
Thank you. Please, a round of applause for him. If we leave him, he's going to continue and continue and continue. And that's what Gen Zs are about. Please, a round of applause again for him. So we would just briefly watch the video right now and hear testimonials of people who have tasted of the Nigerian Exporters Hub. It can be you and it can be me as well. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Igwaba Anthony Paul, and I'm a member of Nex-Hub platform. I would be exporter. I feel achieving being a member of Nex-Gen platform. It's a wide opportunity that a lot of people have been looking for, and I am very, very privileged to be part of these few ones who are now holding the key at my hands. I really, really feel great and achieving for being a Nex-Gen member. I've learned quite a lot of about exports since I've joined. My first fear was, what will the person export, or where am I even exporting to? Who is even my, who do I know that I'm even exporting to? Of course, in the business sector, you have to have customers before you start talking about selling out. So doing export, I really sit down one time to think and calculate the cost. How will it be taking me to do export over the board, whereby I don't even know any people around? But since I joined, I am now an exporter. Upon being an exporter, I now know what to export, where to export, and to whom to export to.
Hi, my name is Ogunare Chechineye, a member of Nex-Gen. Feel so great and happy being a member of Nex-Gen. Reason be that through Nex-Gen, I've been opportune to be able to export and be able to earn in dollar. Like as you can see, very soon I'll start earning in dollar, and some people may be envy. I play a lot of role, especially in ginger aspects. When the ginger arrived from the supplier, we did quality check.
Well, I was a novice before then, but I had and learned quite a lot of things, and I met with some of his staff also. Knew I could actually go to bed with my two eyes closed, joining the workforce here by engaging my money. So it's enough for me to be rest assured that my savings would not be lost. The fears were actually dispelled. I didn't have to wonder if I had made the right choice, because at every point in the journey, I got calls from other members of the organization that I don't even know of, telling me from point A to B and to the destination of the product. So it's enough for me to know that my money is in good hands. So I was never afraid coming here, and it has actually been an excellent journey. It's good to have a culture of savings. No matter how small it is, a drop makes a mighty ocean. And also ask questions on how to invest the savings. So it's one thing to have a savings, another thing is to know how to use it. So if you ask questions, you get direction as to the best way to do it. And thirdly, you should learn to give back to the society. At every point, it's said that whatever you give a woman multiplies. So I know as women, we have the capacity to multiply. So not just biologically, even mentally. So we are good at management of funds. So one should develop a culture of investment so that you can contribute your own quota to the GDP and also give back to the society.
So she said, whatever you give a woman multiplies. So it should be our culture. Whatever is put in your hand should also multiply. You have heard a lot from the conference today and also yesterday as well. So it's now left for you and for me to put into use every single thing that we have heard. A round of applause again for yourselves, please. So our next speaker today is a woman of beauty and class. A woman that when you see her, the way I'm smiling like this because I'm about to call her, you will know that there are women and there are women. So please, while I'm talking, you should be gingering me and be clapping as well. We have somebody coming on board. Her name is Mrs. Stephanie Opanachi. She is a UN consultant on youth development. I wanted to start off by selling myself so that you know when you see me, one thing about it is don't lose sight of opportunities. Always get to sell yourself wherever you are. You know, I said yesterday that I'm a marvelous footballer, so I want to shoot my shot right now. As you can see me, my legs are very beautiful, and I know how to do very well on the field. So I'm selling myself, I'm putting myself out there right now. So please, we would welcome her as she comes to speak on the business of talent, monetizing skills and expanding opportunities. Monetizing skills and expanding opportunities. Please, a round of applause as we make welcome Mrs. Stephanie Opanachi.
Before Madam comes up, come, Madam. I personally brought her because she's playing in a field that only men plays in. Yes, she has so many shades, so many, how will I say, so many dimensions to herself. You had, they say, UN consultant on youth program. I met her as somebody who has a football coach academy. So, this is what endeared me to her. She's an AC Milan approved hunting academy. Just to mention a few. So, if you are a footballer or you have talent, I think this is the way. She can sign you on the big clubs if you are good. So the reason why I brought, she's so many shades, like I told you. But what endears me to her mostly is that if you are talking of football, it's only men I see playing. But when I saw her that she's not hunting, she understands football. It's not a matter of saying, they told me, no. We've worked together when I was in NEPC. And I know how many people we sign on football. So you are lucky to have her around here. Another time, and she's also into solar. So she's into many things. I don't want to say, but she's here. So I may have to extend our time so that you guys online and those who are here, you can talk about talent. And like I mentioned to you, this is just a teaser. Dr. Dila Imbo said it. You need to have knowledge. It's like you say you are in medicine. When you want to medical doctor, those who read medicine, they have area of specializations. After reading the general one, you now go to, am I an internist, am I a gynecologist? And that's what export is. You can't do everything in export. So, but you need to have a deep knowledge. So what we are giving you is just, like I said, the pepper soup before the meal. So, but she's here today to talk about talent hunts, and she's the bright person for now that I think of. So many people there, but she will not deceive you. And I can guarantee you, if you're a footballer, and you know you are the Odegba of yesterday years, honestly, you have a chance of getting me signed on. Thank you, madam. Welcome.
Thank you. I want to appreciate the Next Hub for giving me this opportunity. I want to also thank you, the house, for gracing me. I'll be talking about the business of talent, monetizing skills, and then expanding opportunities. I'm Dr. Mrs. Stephanie Opanachi. I'm a business consultant, an administrator, sport administrator. I'm a FIFA intermediary. I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I'm into so many things. I want to thank God too, because I'm an exporter. I started with products, and I'm also exporting talent under services. Today we'll be talking about so many opportunities, especially when it has to do with you as a person. When we are talking of talent, you're talking about you and what you have inside of you that you can monetize. And that is why I'm not of the belief that there's no job. There's job everywhere. There are opportunities everywhere. If you can look into it, there are opportunities everywhere. So it's led for you to unlock your potential, create what? A fulfilling career for yourself. I have been privileged to mentor people, and I've seen it work. I have talents who are showcasing what they have all over Europe. I'm not talking to you on a theoretical basis. I'm talking to you based on what I have experimented and I have seen it working. My motto is practice what you preach. And then what I have practiced is what I'm preaching today. And just like what the other speaker said, dollar in every home. It's very sweet to spend dollars. Not just dollars, spending euros, spending all currency that you can imagine. And every dollar you want to spend is inside you. Is inside you. So we'll be going ahead to talk about identifying marketable skills. You know, there are a lot of things. You have a lot of potentials. Both speakers have said a lot, but I will try to, you know, I might not really go basically on what you see on the script. I will be talking to you based on practical things I have done as a person that is helping me grow, that is helping those who have talent to grow. And as Mr. Falike said, when it comes to football, it's an inbuilt talent that can be activated and then be marketable. I know some of you are footballers here. Do we have footballers in the house? Yes. So this is the time for us to market you, and I know God will help us. So when you're talking about, you know, opportunities, you have to you have to identify the marketable skills that you have. Okay, I have talents. Which of the talents is marketable? So we have the creative skills, which is art, music, writing, and design. We have also the technical skill, that's programming, coding, web design, and digital marketing. And then we have the professional skills, that's the coaching, consulting, and training. So the first step you take is you have to sit down and tell yourself, which of these skills are what? Marketable. Some of us have more than 100 skills inbuilt in us. There's no limit to what you can carry. For me, I can do 1,000 things at a time. All I need to do is to identify, even in the midst of all, which of these skills is marketable. Sometimes we just jump into, you know, a business, or we want to be an exporter, we want to do this, we want to do that. But have you taken your time to sit down and identify which of these skills is marketable? And then even if they are marketable, are they creative skills? Are they skills that are inbuilt? Are they skills that, you know, I need to go out and learn? Are they skills, you know, that I need to sit down and be taught? Because most times we are in a hurry to make money. We want to just make the money. It's not just making the money. You have to also develop yourself. You know, under the identifying your marketable skills, you have to also building an online presence. I will be very snappy, and then I will create time to interact too. Building an online presence, because the world now has gone what? They say the world is now a village. So create a personal brand. I don't believe in doing what everybody is doing. I believe in what? Standing out. And that is what has made me to do what I'm doing today. Because I told myself I have the capacity to do anything. The Bible said we can do what? All things through Christ that strengthens us. We can do all things. There is no limit to what you can do. When I started, or when I dived into the game of football, as the owner of an academy, I have an academy, a football academy, an international football academy. I told myself when I started, I was not going to do local football. I was going to do international football. And then people said, it's going to be difficult. You have to start from doing the local football, going through the local league. But I told myself, I said, no. I want to do it what? Internationally. And I will pay the price. Then I started from what? Documentation. And then I started the academy. And then we started moving. Why? Because I told myself I want to what? Create my own brand. So you sit down and design how you want your business to look like. And then that's after you must have selected the kind of business you want to go into. Because what we are talking, the journey I'm taking you through is how to convert those business to profit you. It's not enough to start. But you must get a business, or you must start a business that is what? Profitable. That you can exchange it for money. So it's very important to what? To create a personal brand. Utilize social media, personal website, and LinkedIn. Content creation. Share knowledge and expertise through blogs, podcasts, or videos. What I did when I started, I will take the football as a case, my study today. When I started, I shared, my visions, not with people who don't understand the game of football. I shared my knowledge, I shared my vision with people who are already in the game, who have stood out over the years. The coaches I use for my academy are ex-international players that are well known. These are people who have gone ahead of me, who understood what the game is. I consulted with them. So it's not just enough for you to, I want to monetize my talent. You must get yourself attached to people who understand the field you are going into or what you intend to do. So it's part of what, share knowledge, expertise. You can share it through broadcasts, you can share it through videos, and you can share it, through one-on-one contact with those who are good at what you intend to go into. And then leveraging online platform. For me, it took years before, I started the online, getting some of my work online, because I need to protect it. So, but with the new technology now, you can leveraging on online platforms. That's freelance website. You can build, you can be a freelance website developer. You can, and then we have teaching platforms too. These are skills that you have inside. You can begin to monetize them. You can be a teacher. I'm sure there's something you're good at that you want to share with others. There are platforms now that gives you the opportunity to do that. And it's not for free. While you do that, they pay you. And then we have the marketplaces, Etsy, Redbubble, and more. There are platforms you can leverage on. All you need to do is keep doing research. Sometimes we spend most of our times online on things that are not productive. But for some of you who want to go into the export space, you need to begin to do research on things that are productive. Things that will build you up. Things that will take you to the next level. And then networking and collaboration. You cannot do it alone. Most times we say, it's a family business. It's no longer a family business. If you want your business to grow beyond where you are, it's not just a family business. Network and then collaborate. Join professional groups. Engage with groups or forums related to your field. Some of you will say, I want to play football. I'm good at playing football. But if I ask you today, when last did you go for training? You start cracking. Most times I get to meet players and they will say, Ma, I can play football very well. I will tell them, let's meet at the field. I'll say, let's meet at the what? At the field. It's the field that will tell me whether you can play or not. So participate in events, attend workshops, webinars, and conferences like what we are doing now. Because that's the only way you get more knowledge, exposure. In places like this, you can get people who can, be your partner. You might be the one with the talent, somebody has the resources. You come together and then make it work. Then, invest in skill development, pursue courses, certification, and workshops. Some of you can invest in recharge card. But when it comes to investing in yourself, it's usually difficult. I took my time last year because I told myself, I said, if at the end of all, I don't want to go into anything in life, I think I will not leave the game of football. If that's the, let's say, my retirement package. I took my time to visit 9 European countries that are doing well in football. Just like Mr. Faliki said, I was in AC Milan. There's a club in Germany. I was there. There's a club in Bosnia. I visited Czech Republic. I was in Italy. I was in Croatia. I have boys in Portugal, Latvia, Spain. They are doing well. I took my time to visit their club and then sign MOUs. Why? Because I want to build a solid foundation in this aspect of football. Some people say it's luxury. It's not luxury. It's building myself for tomorrow and for the youths that are coming up. While you're doing that, you can also be relaxing yourself in the Bahamas, just like the speaker said. While you're working, and then you can also choose time to what? To hang out. But you don't hang out when you don't have money. Are you getting it? So invest that money today. I started 2018 on a personal note without sponsorship. There was a time I was sharing with him. There was a time I brought my car and sold it because I needed to bring some scouts to Nigeria to scout for talents. So it's what your business is worth investing in. Even if it means you getting a small piggy vest and say, this year I'm going to invest for the intended business I need to dive into next year. Most of our businesses are already inside our stomach. Because some of you will just go to a restaurant and sit over a plate of amala that will cost 5,000. You're already eating what you would have invested that will bring plenty money tomorrow. That's why most times I tell people the game of football, the game of sports is not the game, of the chicken mind, dead people. Because it's a huge investment with great returns. If you're investing 10 million in football, I can assure you of getting 200 million back as return on investment. So it's never a waste. Investing in your talent is worth investing in. Feedbacks and improvements, client testimonials are very important. Positive review, drive opportunities, and build credibility. Self-assessment. Regularly evaluate personal performance. Sit down, think, calculate. Don't just go into it. Is it a profitable venture? Ask questions. Over time, I have proven myself beyond all reasonable doubts that I can be able to sign a player. I have proofs. So that is why people are coming to my academy. We have so many academies all over Nigeria who have been playing for years without what? Proofs. So that's diversifying income stream. We have the passive income, create products or digital content for repeated sales, consulting or coaching. They are all aspects of, developing your talent and then marketing them for profiting. There's nobody here that does not have something inside of them. There's nobody. All you need to do is to bring it out. And don't look at it that this is a man's world. No. Or this one is for women. No. You can do all things. Right now we are looking at renewable energy in the area of solar. We have partners. We've been able to sign MOUs with partners in China and some part of Europe. And then we are out to train those who are interested in the renewable energy sector. So there's always what to do. I have been on the field myself working as an engineer. So there's nothing you cannot do. And don't tell yourself, now I'm 60. 60 is just like what our speaker said, that 60 is your, retirement age. For me, it's my starting age. Because I told myself, I said, even at 100, I will still stand like this. If Christ tarries, I'll still be doing what I'm doing today. So it depends on what you're telling yourself. Don't say, and that's why you see we have youths who are in a hurry to make the money. And if you hurriedly do anything in life, you hurriedly what? Leave the stage. Are you getting it? So don't tell yourself that at 60, I will just sit down, cross my leg, and then start dying. Because the day you start crossing your leg, that's the day you start dying. Are you getting it? It should be the day you start walking. You walk and walk yourself. In your old age, you walk through eternity. So once you're done with this skill today, open another page. So what you will do for me is you take your pen, write down the numbers of skills that you want to see yourself harness before you leave this earth. For me, I told myself I want to tread on waters that women fear to tread upon. There are women who are scared. Sometimes I will have to even invite some of my friends when I have scouting program, especially the female ones. Please come and be part of this thing. Some of them say, but it's a man's world. But there's no money that is for only men. Is there dollars that are for men? No. All currencies answer to what? To everybody. All currencies answer to what? Everybody. So don't say this one is for men, this one is for women. You have that thing inside of you that God has deposited that you can market it in exchange of that currency that you want. Well, monetizing talents in conclusion and skill present a myriad opportunities by identifying marketable skills, building a robust online presence, leveraging on platforms, fostering networks, committing to continuous improvement. Anyone can tap into this potential and expand their opportunities. There is no limit to what you cannot do or you can do. I have practicalized it. I have seen it in my life as a person. I'm not teaching you based on theory. I have signed players. I have tested football money, and it's sweet. Are you getting it? It's something you can look into. For those of you who are footballers, for those of you who want to go into the solar world, we are available. We are open to teach you and to hold your hands until you get there. So don't just be quiet about it. You might not be playing the football, but you can be a coach. There are other platforms, that has to do with sports that we can help you to also look at and then make that same dollars that others are making, that we are making. So I believe with just these few points, I know if you give me I'm a teacher too, I can stand here and talk and talk and talk, but I know time is not also on our side. And then if you have questions, you are free to ask. I'll be here to answer your questions. And then for those of you who are footballers that want us to assist you get to where you are going, I believe with the next hub and us, will get you to where you're going by God's grace. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Please, a round of applause for her again. If you know you enjoyed today's session, please, a round of applause. I can see you are all filled with smiles. Thank you very much, Ma. Your session was wonderful. Wonderful session. So one thing I picked up is, I am not small. Say, I am not small. I am not small. And I don't want to play in the small league. I don't want to play in the small league. So wherever you are, just look for how you can always create value. She said she did not want to do anything just anyhow. It's football I want to do. And I don't want to do small. I don't want to do local. She said international or nothing. And see her standing here today speaking beautifully well. Please, a round of applause for her again. Do we have questions? Does anybody have any question you would love to ask her? Our online viewers, those here present, do we have questions we would love to ask her? And we have a giveaway for today. For those listening online, if you can tell us all the speakers that have spoken for this conference, for yesterday and today, the names of every speaker that has graced this stage, as well as their topics. We have a giveaway prize for you. Do we have anybody here that would want to try? You people are falling my hand, though. You can. I don't want anybody to cheat. I would have called on some people, but I will not call them. You people are falling my hand. Are you falling my hand? You are not even saying it with so much confidence. So please, if you're online, if you can tell us the names of everybody that has graced the stage, as well as their topics, we have a giveaway prize for you. We have questions here. Please, can we take the question? Sorry, who is in charge? Can you scroll? Yeah, no, yes, I said it's showing on the screen, but I wanted them to scroll. ITT, can you scroll? Okay, so we have Mr. Gideon. He says, hello everyone. My appreciation to...
Hello, welcome.
Sorry. Hello everyone. My appreciation to Next Hub for this expository seminar. I am an online participant from Yali. Please, can we clap for our Yali network people? Thank you. And I have a question. Number one, I retail local snacks and I can't sell on shelves because I'm not NAFDAC certified. And that is so expensive. What alternatives are there to replace NAFDAC? Number two, inconsistency in measurements from producers due to price fluctuations affect retail measurement also. What is the most acceptable standard of measurement that we can use? And lastly, yesterday I heard about a direct and face-to-face mentorship opportunity yesterday. How can I leverage that? I would love to call on the MD of the Nigerian exporters to answer these questions. If you also have questions from the session that we had just now on the business of talent, monetizing skills and expanding opportunities, this place is supposed to be flooded with questions. Do you have skills? Are you looking for how you want to monetize them? Do you have questions that, oh, you have started, oh, but you have stage fright, or you don't know how to put yourself out there? There are questions to ask. And we have somebody here who is ready. Or are you a footballer and you don't know, okay, what documentations, how do I start? There are a whole lot of things, and we need youths. We are Gen Zs. We should ask questions, because it's only in asking questions that we will get answers. Okay, ma, so we have a question. Somebody is asking if we have any footballer here and they have this skill, how can they harness this skill of footballing? How can they go into everything that you have said today?
For those of you who are footballers, let me see your hands, especially in the house. Okay. What we'll do is, what we'll do is, I'll create a platform and then see how we can have a training session with you. Because it's not enough to say, I can play the ball. It's not like products where you say, I have this product, I want to export. No, we have to see you play. So I have to see you play, my coach will have to see you play. And then if you don't have the full package, we also have training session. What I've been able to put up is bringing an international coach. He will be here next month by God's grace. He's an international sitting coach. So what he will help me do is to help me brush up any player who is interested in this game, who has the talent, and then he'll brush you up, ready, package you for export, package you for sales. So just come the way you are, and then we'll find a way of brushing you up. So after this session, I'll discuss with the MD to see if we can put up, a training session with those of you who are interested. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. Okay, let the MD answer the questions from Yali.
Well, the Yali group, I think I've addressed this when I met you guys during your training. If you are doing snacks and food, you don't have NAFDAC, you can't sell in the supermarket. It's as good as it's no. So you go to do the NAFDAC registration, and these are the little details I have told people. If you want to sell internationally, you must play according to a rule. So you say it's expensive. I don't know how much expensive you say it is, but I'm doubting whether it's expensive. If the cost of doing it is what you are talking, it's not expensive. But the cost of putting structure, maybe that is it, because they may need you to do 3 rooms dedicated for production, so you must get there. But the advantage is that you can do packaging. Like if you come through us, we can negotiate a facility that is already existing. Like that's why we are here. We can discuss that. But that will not be for free, that I can tell you. I won't do it for free for you, but I can show you the road if you want to do that. We can give you a facility that you can go and package there. You don't need to own a property to do some things again. It's beyond that. Then again, you said face-to-face mentorship. That's why we are here. We are likely, what we are doing today is to say, Next Up is on ground to help you. But again, we put up this program at the least cost you can think of. And many of you still didn't pay that money. I said 2,000. I wanted to ask people to ask, is this program a scam? I need to answer. Is this a scam for those who are online? No, is this a scam? No, and for 2,000, is it expensive? No, I wonder the people I brought here that are doing it for free, just for in overseas, consultancy are charged per hour in dollars. If I want to work for you, if I'm writing a proposal, yes, how long, how much time am I using to write it? That's what I will charge on. We've given you an opportunity you might never knew it exists as a footballer, that you can start training. It's an opportunity. You can start any dollar, sign on a contract. It's an opportunity we're giving you on a free of charge. So for you to do anything, Next Hub is there. The mentorship is what we offer. That's how we were here. But we will not be giving you at a commercial rate that, no. We'll show you the road. And somebody mentioned yesterday, if I have money to do that's the person I'm looking for. That has the money. Yeah. Bring the money. We'll show you how to do the business. So you can start tomorrow if you are ready. And if you want to be a distributor for us, I'm sure the head of operation will share some things with you very shortly. We are here, and Next Hub is here to unhold you and do what you think is impossible. That's why we are here. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for the MD. Okay, so we have some other questions, Ma. Somebody is asking, how do we monetize some other craftsman skills apart from football in terms of rendering services such as tailoring, stylists, and more? Can we get any avenue where we can meet those who need services?
Yeah, just like what I said, it's good to network, collaborate. For those of you who want an international platform, for me, I don't know why, but I like Forex. I like foreign exchange because that's where the money is. I'm also into art and crafts. I'm into pottery. I have beautiful flower pots that I make. You know, I also make these randan ruwa. Those of you who know randa, how many of you know what randa is? The clay dispenser. I make clay dispenser for export. I've been able to export it because that's where the money is. So it's what we can collaborate. That's what Next Hub is doing. You bring it to the platform, they can help you to promote it. So that's where the collaboration and the networking comes to play. So for those of you who have that, you can submit your names, and then I'm sure the MD will get to see your products and then find a way of helping you, take it out for the market. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for her again. So if you know you enjoyed today's session, please can I just see you wave your hands? And please type in the comment section, I enjoyed today's session. So yesterday has been so powerful. It has been an awesome privilege to learn from every speaker that has graced this stage. But now we want to hear, after this summit, what next? What is the way forward? What are we supposed to do? Okay, we've heard this wealth of knowledge. What is the next step? So we are going to please invite the head of operations of the Nigerian Exporters Hub to please come on stage. A round of applause for Mrs. Jennifer Maxat.
Thank you, Precious. Good afternoon, everyone, dear participants, distinguished speakers, MD and GED. Good afternoon. It's another pleasure to stand before you to say what our call to action is. We have learned, I was just exclaiming, wow, 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 after every speaker, from the first speaker that transited from a motivational talk to a call to action. This is what you should do. To the second speaker that gave us so much insight, and then the last speaker for the day who exposed us into certain talents that can be harnessed and exported. It is just power-packed. It has just been amazing. And if I want to continue saying the wow, 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 I will play the siren role for us today. So let's leave it there. Next Hub. Next Hub. Are we stingy with it now because we say it's dollar in every home? Should we put it as dollar in every pocket? Because I know that some people will say, if the thing goes to every home, it goes to my house. My younger brother that used to sleep and just wake up and make demands is going to benefit from this dollar. So maybe we should turn it to dollar in every pocket. Do you agree? So that, because no food for a lazy man, Abi. Hunger day. Who know they hustle, they hungry, Abi. All right. No, you must. Okay, dollar in my pocket. You see, the thing is the interjection is getting clearer. Dollar in every pocket. No, we'll just adopt it. dollar in every home. All right. So what's next after this explosive, well, intriguing, educative, I lack words to just put together to explain what we have just gained from this 2-day exercise. What next? I asked myself this one from yesterday. I said, what next? I am a member of the Nigerian Exporters Hub, but the lessons that I learned made me to begin to think, what can I do? Side hustle, work, this one a salary work. They too much. What can I do extra? Because right now, I don't like the vehicle that I drive. I don't like the kind of house I stay in. I would love to be moving to Dubai to go and pee and come back and go to the UK to use the loo. Too much money is not plenty. It is okay to have plenty of, and I kept asking myself, what can I do? And then I found my footing somewhere. There's something that I can adopt to do, starting small. All these packaging exports, and then I stumbled on something online. I saw somebody with a dryer and a roaster. I was roasting plenty meat. As I was salivating, the ideas was coming in my head. Let me just go into solidly protein. That is what I've chosen to do, and I'm going to build on it. So what have you learned? Did you just come here to sit down? Did you just burn your data for nothing? I know it is a no. So let's pick up something. For the Next Hub platform, this is what we are calling on you to do. Capacity building is what we are not going to stop, even in the next generation to come. We will not stop it. So it is training upon training upon training upon training for us. To this effect, the Nigerian Exporters Hub has collaborated with FODAX Business School to give a certified training in export business masterclass. Yeah, media team, I'd like us to bring up that flyer again. So we are build a solid foundation in export business, global marketing, and international business strategy. It's going to be an online course, and it will start from May 19th to June 28, 2025. You go to www.fodaxbusinessschool.com. The address is there, or you indicate your interest on the Next Hub platform. We will direct you. We are in collaboration with FODAX Business School. Government parastatals, prepare your people for retirement. Call on Nigerian Exporters Hub. We are ready. We will come and meet you wherever you are. Strategic locations, we conduct trainings, and then you see people are ready. For government officials that you say, oh, I'm retiring, I don't know what next to do. When that pension drops, You use it and do export. You heard from the beautiful lady, Mrs. Komolafe, who gave us her testimonial. Yes, she's preparing herself for retirement, so there's a place for everybody. We are also calling on you that is online. If you feel that you have enjoyed this and you want to take it to another step, group yourselves, get yourselves in cohorts and call us. Get us to train you on export, what to export, how to export, where to export, and then we give you the market access because we have it and we don't want to keep it to ourselves. Thank you. Then for those in diaspora, some of them are online. We saw several reactions yesterday. So many people are saying, oh, we want to partner with you people. Yes, there's something for the people in diaspora. The carton export, that's shipment of foodstuffs from Nigeria to the jackpot that people jackpot in the last 4 years. I've not seen that kind of jackpot before. In fact, 2 years, in the last 2 years, when you go to the airport, every day from 2 years ago, you just see people carrying bags, families has gone. The remaining of us that are here will say, okay, let us not allow our citizens in the abroad to suffer of hunger. We are going to be selling our foodstuffs to you. So Nigerian Exporters Hub is presenting the Omo Naija box, which is taking home to the abroad. For you people, we saw some people that are saying, how do we partner with you to become distributors of this food? That opportunity is right here and right now. We are business ready. The Omo Naija box is set to roll out already, and we want to call on our Nigerians in diaspora to key into this opportunity. Don't be hungry for nothing. It doesn't cost anything. We'll do doorstep delivery. We take it to your doorstep and then you collect it. Items that will not spoil in any time soon. Quality is what we assure you of. Our contact number is going to be displayed on the screen. I think I have the direct WhatsApp number 091 22223978. Just in case you did not get the number, just go to nigerianexportershub.com, www.nigerianexportershub.com. You connect with us there. Whether it's for training, whether it's for export, whether it's for food shipments to any country, UK, US, Canada, we are prepared to accept and deliver to you. I don't know if I'm leaving anything out, but I've covered everything, or the MD would still amplify.
Yeah, everything has been covered. The only thing I want to emphasize for Nigerian diaspora, because I saw it all online, is that we will share with you our menu list. We have a menu list, menu catalog. If you want to do only protein, we can get it to you. And my little advice to you is this: for those who are in diaspora, just pick one item. Just get one content, one box first. If it's only fish, trade out of it. Just carry fish. And don't sell in box, sell in piece. If you have 10 in your, sell that one in piece. I know how it is. I know what it is over there. I was in US at the time, and we were looking for red oil. I know how much I spent on transport. We didn't still get the red oil. Because I have somebody who say he cannot cook egusi with granite oil. And I told my mother, I do this. Do granite oil. We went round. We didn't get red oil. By the time we get the red oil, they say it's Ghanaian red oil. It's nothing. It's like they mix something. It was not good. So, but we are ready to ship it to your doorstep now. We have perfected it. It's not like before again. So I'm talking to those in diaspora. This is an opportunity to partner with Nex-Gen and sell and start making that dollar right from end of this month. Then again, there is something Madam did not mention that we have discussed. We have a lot for you. Like I said, my GD said, somebody is ready to pay money to become youth. I can't do like you again. It's true. Since I knew myself, I love to look young. And so at 60-something, people still believe I'm not that age. I'm 62. But it's my mindset that I want to look like this till I die. So I do what I need to do. So what I'm trying to say is that, do you know that we can export football as football, the ball will play, the ball. She didn't mention it, but we have discussed it. It's made in Zaria here, but I'm not sure we're exporting it. She told me we can make jerseys through our connection with FIFA. We can start producing jersey, and we've spoken a lot about it. It's not anything you can do now. So in that football session, there are multi-level players there that you can play. You understand? So he said we can export football. We have rubber to make that football, to that ball. And jersey too. Do you understand? So we can be that linkage with you. We have all the resources. We are a repository of knowledge that you need to use, tap. What we have gained, we wanted to share with you. So it's very important. If you're in that field, every field has multi-level chances. That's all I want to add to what she said. Apart from that, please, I don't know whether you drop your number, the head of operations, everything you need about Nex-Gen, reach her. And if you are together in clusters in some states, you're up to 30. We can squeeze our time. We will not give you that commercial rate because we want you to grow. I wish that I can get 0.5% of those who are online to start exporting this year. It's possible, it's doable. We are ready for you as long as you are ready. But gain knowledge is very important. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Wow. I just said it. Let me watch it before I become Cyrene this afternoon. So, this brings us to the end of the Nex-Gen Export Summit 2025. Can we give it a round of applause? A standing ovation. A standing ovation. A standing ovation. A standing ovation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take our seats. I would, on behalf of the Managing Director, the Nigerian Exporters Hub, Mr. Babatunde Faleke, throw a big thanks to you, our participants, first and foremost. Thank you so much for gracing this wonderful conference. When we started, we did not know it was going to go this well. We had doubts, we had fears, but you all made it wonderful. Online and physical, here is a big thank you for your time, for your participation. I pray that the good Lord that has brought you here will lead you on and help you not to make mistakes. You will make informed decisions, and we would love to see you progress and transform into real-time exporters. A special thanks to the Honorable Minister, Youth Development, Honorable Ayo Dele, for his support from the onset of this initiative up until this time. We want to say thank you to the ministry. God bless you, sir. We also want to say a very big thank you to all our dynamic speakers for taking out time out of their very tight schedules. Some of them, it was inconveniencing. They had flights to catch. They had other engagements, but despite and in spite of all, they still made out time to speak to us, to dish out from the wealth of wisdom, experience, and the knowledge that they have. We say thank you to all of our wonderful and amiable speakers. A special thanks to the visionary of this conference, our very own chairman of Nigerian Exporters Hub, Dr. Victor Aimere, and Group Managing Director of Zina Foods. Thank you for the vision, Nex-Gen. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. I would also like to say a very big thank you to our executive directors from Zinab Foods, thank you for your time, for coming, taking out time to participate from day 1 to day 2 physically. It is impressive, and NextHub is grateful. Thank you also to our sponsors. We have people who sponsored. If you notice, you will see that towards the end of the event, we decided to open the ticket and make it a free entry for everybody. There are people that are behind it, and we want to say thank you to our sponsors. God bless you all. We want to say a very big thank you to the media team. You guys did an amazing job. Thank you to the media and IT team. Those of you that came from outside, collaborating with our in-house staff, it was a beautiful work that you people put out there. It's not easy to have a 2-day event with little or no glitch recorded. It's commendable. My thumbs are off. I doff my cap for you guys. Well done. To the dream team of the Nigerian Exporters Hub, my dream team, thank you for accommodating the pressure, the excessive fights and quarrels in order to bring about this event to a success. I want to say thank you to all of you. We have a team in Lagos that we are not seeing physically. We have an office in Lagos. We announce it. Thank you, Lagos team. Thank you, Abuja team. Thank you for all the efforts. Thank you to everyone who made it a reality. Without you, today we wouldn't have been seated here, wouldn't have been logged online to enjoy what we have enjoyed. I also want to say a very big thank you to our sponsor, the major sponsor of Nigerian Exporters Hub, which is Zinab Group. Thank you very much. Thank you to the accounts team. When we come knocking, you open the door without hesitation, and that is why the process is flawless. This is a very big thank you to all of you. And I would like to save the best for the last. My amiable MD, the gentleman in the building, a visionary leader, the man that carries us with so much grace. Sir, we are grateful. Thank you for tolerating all of our shortcomings. Thank you, sir, for always leading the team with such strength and determination. We are learning so much from you, and we would like to say thank you to you. Again, I want to say thank you to all of you that have participated, and thank you lastly to my beautiful self. God bless you. Let's not forget that the Nex-Gen Export Summit is not shutting down. The platform Nigerian Exporters Hub is here to continue the drive. We are available 24/7. Our contact number is everywhere on our platform, www.nigerianexportershub.com. If you want to connect to any of the speakers, we are here to help you reach out to them. We'll organize training. So join our social media platform. It is the Nigerian Exporters Hub on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, yes, Twitter, right? That's X. Yeah, I'm also a Gen Z. All right. So connect to us for insights on export and latest gist. And then if we do give amebo and giveaways from time to time, then our winners, did you announce to them? Please do well to send us a message on the WhatsApp number 09122223978. Yes. Send us a message with your phone number to claim your gift. We are not joking when we say we want to gift you something. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.
Global. NextHub is a digital platform that connects buyers and sellers for the purpose of international trade. Over the years, we've become your go-to platform, successfully holding the hands of exporters and making the whole export process smooth and easy. Yes, and that's not all. We train you on what to export, how to export, where to export, and what's more, we guarantee you verified buyers. Cleanliness and quality goes hand in hand. On the Nigerian Exporters Hub, we prioritize quality of all our products.
Yes, quality. Quality is our watchword at Next Hub. We make sure that all our exportable agro commodities meet up with internationally acceptable standards. As you can see, we have here newly processed sesame seed that is ready to be sent to the port. We ensure that all quality specifications are being handled. For this product here, we have 99% purity, we have an admixture of less than 2%, we have the moisture content of less than 6%, and also black seeds less than 2%. This commodity is ready for export.
Customer service team is available 24/7 to guide you through every step of your export journey. Hello, welcome to the Nigerian Exporters Hub. Think of us as the co-link between what's hot and what's global. Next Hub is a digital platform that connects buyers and sellers for the purpose of international trade. Over the years, we've become your go-to platform, successfully holding the hands of exporters and making the whole export process smooth and easy. Yes, and that's not all. We train you on what to export, how to export, where to export, and what's more, we guarantee you verified buyers. Cleanliness and quality goes hand in hand. On the Nigerian Exporters Hub, we prioritize quality of all our products.
Yes, quality. Quality is our watchword at Next Hub. We make sure that all our exportable agro commodities meet up with internationally acceptable standards. As you can see, we have here newly processed sesame seed that is ready to be sent to the port. We ensure that all quality specifications are being handled. For this product here, we have 99% purity, we have an admixture of less than 2%, we have the moisture content of less than 6%, and also black seeds less than 2%. This commodity is ready for export.
Our dedicated customer service team is available 24/7 to guide you through every step of your export journey.
For Next Hub, we know they carry our customers play. We dey pamper them the way mama dey take pamper in pikin. It gets any export platform where they stress you, no worry. Make you carry yourself waka jeje come Next Hub. Now you we don dey wait for since. This na because your satisfaction na be our priority.
You've had it all. What are you waiting for? Join the Nigerian Exporters Hub today. Connect with us on all our social media platforms on your screen.